my name is Tiffany Addis. Welcome to my home. It's my little pup. I just want to show you a little bit about how to use essential oils and how to party with essential oils. It's so easy. Anybody can do it and it's so much fun. First off, I always make sure that any guest coming into the home has a product catalog. And in that catalog, I have strategically placed an order form into the Allergy Pack number 1 page, which is my favorite package. I use those oils the most, so I will testify on those oils throughout the show. And I also love to, of course, thank my host for having a show. I love to give her these bottle top stickers because this incentivizes her to get more oils so that she can use her stickers. And I also love to give her homemade products as well. It's a very personal touch. I do want to say you never want to sell homemade products at an essential oil show because it will take away from your show sales, which takes away from the host. And we always want to be courteous to the host and get her the most. So the next thing I do is a little intro to essential oils. I ask who has used essential oils before just so I have an idea. And then I go into a little bit about oils, where they come from. They are distilled from a plant, from the bark, the root, the leaf, the flower, depending on the oil. They're very concentrated. In this 10 ml bottle, there's 170 drops, which you would use 1 or 2 or 3 drops anytime you're using the essential oil, so this bottle will last you a while. They are highly volatile, which means they evaporate very easily. That's why they're stored in amber bottles, and we keep the lids on very, very tight. I also love to mention that essential oils are a part of the whole of herbal medicine. So if anyone has kind of some reservations about essential oils and what exactly they are, and it's kind of mysterious to them, this kind of connects with them because most everybody has heard of herbal medicine or used herbal medicine before in their life. So that is my intro, and as I'm introing, I'm having my host to warm a half a cup of water in a mug to do our first how to use essential oils demonstration. And I always start with steam inhalation. And this is great for sinus congestion, anything going on in the lungs, a cough that you can't get rid of. And what you do is you put a couple drops of peppermint, which will dilate blood vessels and get that blood moving and opens people up immediately. They feel the effects of this immediately. It's such a great demonstration. The tea tree, which breaks down the biofilm around the bacteria, and the oregano and lemon actually attack the bacteria and kill the bacteria. So you'll drop those in and then pass this cup around. Be sure you let them know to hold it down. Don't get real close because that peppermint's pretty strong and it opens you up very effectively. Keep it down and then pass it around. I always want to mention that you can't reuse this. This has to be poured out, and you have to do a whole nother cup if you would like another administration of this application. So just so they know, when the steam is gone, the essential oils have evaporated, so you cannot reuse this. So that's steam inhalation, one of my favorite things to demonstrate at a show. Very effective. People feel the results immediately. I love to go from that to diffusion, and I break down the diffuser, and I actually take it apart. I tell them you just fill it with water, a couple of drops of your essential oils, snap the lid on tight with the hole in the back, and there's a notch you line up on the top so that on the front so that the top goes on nice and tight. I always explain the mist control. There's high, medium, low, and the light control. You can turn it completely off. I love to mention that this works on vibration and not heat. Completely safe to have around kids. This is also a very safe administration of essential oils. If I have a show and there's lots of moms I know that have small children, I focus on this very heavily. It's great for children under 2 to diffuse in the home or around them. Teachers, I love to also concentrate on this a lot. If I have a show with a lot of teachers, they could be running this in their classroom and cleaning the air in their classroom. I then go over my personal testimonies of oils I use in the diffuser. Lavender, which is in the Allergy Pack number 1. Lemon, I'll do that a lot if I'm cleaning in the house. Shield, if it's cold and flu season, I'll do that one too. So again, you got to be putting your personal testimonies in here. You need to be using the oil so that you know what to share. And also, next I go to topical. So I've done steam inhalation, diffusion, then I go to topical, and I show them exactly how to do it. I put about a teaspoon in my hand, and for instance the Shield, which I love to use on my throat if I have a sore throat, I put 1 or 2 drops of the Shield in the teaspoon. Excuse me, sounds like I need some. And then I just rub and massage on my throat. Massage the shield on my throat, and it actually acts as a chloroseptic. It will sort of numb the throat, which is very nice if you've got a sore throat. I also explained that I use this on the bottom of my little girl's feet. If it's cold and flu season or she's got a runny nose, I'll use the shield on the bottom of her feet. So from Steam Inhalation Diffusion Topical, I always mention, you know, topical is one of the main ways that we use essential oils, and there are so many different ways that you can use all of these topically. Block for pain relief, the slender eyes, curbing the appetite and energy. There's so many different ways. Again, you need to have personal testimonies and just share that. Next is ingestion, and this is our honey shot. I take about a tablespoon, which this looks about like a teaspoon, but normally it would be a tablespoon of local honey and 1 drop of lemon, 1 drop of peppermint, and 1 drop of lavender. This is a natural antihistamine. It's going to cool body inflammation. I do it right at the show. I ask for volunteers. Anybody want to try it? We mix it up right there. We'll put a little warm water in it if they need it more liquidy so they can shoot it down. Some of them just like to spoon it in their mouth though. So that is great for during allergy season. I use that one a lot. Normally at my last show, I think I had like 12 ladies there. Almost every single one of them did the allergy shot, the honey shot, and they loved it. So we've got, you know, great testimonies on that. People are having great results with allergy relief from that honey shot. So that's one way ingestion. I always cover with ingestion that you need to know what you're doing. You can't ingest all of these. And also when you're ingesting, to mix with a carrier, for example honey, is a great idea, because again, when we use topically, we always use a carrier because some of these oils are very hot and they can burn your skin. Well, same thing for if you're ingesting, they can burn your mucous membrane. So you need a carrier, milk, honey, stuff like that could be the carrier. And the last thing, Steam Inhalation Diffusion Topical ingestion, is bath. And I love covering bath. We do baths a lot at my house. Same way, we use the carrier oil, several drops of the essential oil, a little bit more than what you would use if you were just putting it on topically. Put it under the running water in the bath, throw some Epsom salts in there and soak for about 15 minutes. There's some great ones in here, frankincense and lavender to cool your body inflammation or muscle relaxation. And the shield is great. Sadie Mae has a runny nose. We do it a lot. The Oxyzen, if you've got some respiratory stuff going on. And there's so many great ones for the bath. I love to do Lang Lang in a coconut milk bath, sort of like a Tahitian bath. It's so nice and it feels so expensive. It's so relaxing. Throw some Epsom salts in there. So that's how I cover the oils. I show how, and I show my testimony with each of the hows. So again, you need to be using these oils so that you have a testimony. And then I close the show. Again, I'm pointing them back, for me, to the allergy pack number 1, but it could be whatever package that you like the most. I'm pointing them back there, and also letting them know that if there's, you know, if they can't get all the oils that they want tonight, they can always host the show for more oils, and the host tonight will get an extra half off item. So normally I'm booking 1 to 2 shows at least per show from just sharing that. They want to help the host get an extra half off item. So I do want to say, if you plan to do make and takes, I would suggest that you do the make and take before your presentation starts. People are normally late anyway. That gives time for people to get there and get settled. Do the make and take in the very beginning, because you don't want to do the make and take in between your presentation and the order, because then you have to grab people back into the order. You don't want that stop between your presentation and the order. So then, you know, as I'm telling people that they can start ordering and that kind of thing, I'm walking around and answering questions and just helping people. And if they're just sitting there staring at the catalog, like, I strike up a conversation with them and ask them, you know, what they think about the oils. Do they have anything that they think that they may want to try the oils for, or anything like that. So again, it's easy, it's fun, it's great meeting people and sharing face to face what these oils can do for us. So go out there, book some shows, and have some fun.